When Daniel joined the firm, he believed in a simple equation: input equals output. If he worked twice as fast as his colleagues, he assumed he'd earn twice the freedom, or at least twice the recognition. By Tuesday afternoon, Daniel's to-do list was usually empty. He had optimized his workflow, automated his spreadsheets, and cut out the fluff. In a rational world, this is where the story ends with a promotion. But in the modern corporate system, something else happened. Daniel's inbox didn't stay empty. It began to groan under a new kind of weight. He had accidentally triggered a hidden systemic mechanism. He had fallen into the efficiency trap. Daniel's manager didn't see a high performer who deserved a break. He saw a high-capacity asset with idle cycles. Because Daniel was the fastest, he was given the problem projects, the messy, high-stress tasks that the slower team members couldn't handle. Soon, Daniel was doing 150% of the work for 100% of the pay. But the trap goes deeper. When Daniel finally applied for a promotion to a strategic role, he was told he was too vital to his current department. He was too good at the tactical work to be allowed to lead. He had become a single point of failure. By being the most efficient person in the room, Daniel hadn't built a ladder. He had built a cage. To understand why this happens, we have to look at the system, not the person. In urban planning, there is a concept called induced demand. It posits that increasing the supply of a resource, like adding lanes to a highway, doesn't reduce congestion. Instead, it encourages more people to use the road, filling it back up to capacity. The corporate world operates on the same logic. In a salary-based system, your time is a fixed cost to the company. Whether you produce 10 units of value or 50, your cost to the organization remains the same. Therefore, the system is mathematically incentivized to extract the maximum possible yield from its most efficient assets. Efficiency creates a vacuum, and in a modern organization, a vacuum is never allowed to exist. It is immediately filled with redundant meetings, low-value busy work, or other people's unfinished tasks. The reward for finishing your work early isn't rest. It is the performance penalty. So, what is the alternative? To be lazy? Not exactly. The most strategic actors in the system understand a secret. Never reveal 100% of your capacity. If the system knows you can run at 100 miles per hour, it will eventually demand 110. The strategic buffer isn't about being unproductive. It's about retaining a margin of your own life. This 20 or 30% of hidden time is where actual growth happens. It's the time used to think, to learn new skills, or simply to protect your mental health from the extraction machine. In a system designed to fill every silence with a notification, maintaining a buffer is an act of professional survival. We are taught from a young age that the harder we work, the faster we'll get ahead. But the ledger tells a different story. It tells us that efficiency is a currency, and if you spend all of it on your employer, you'll have nothing left to buy your own freedom. If you're curious how dependent your lifestyle is on this cycle, check the link in the description to calculate your exit score. It's a small way to see how close you are to leaving the trap behind, which raises a question. If your efficiency is only rewarded with more work, who is your hard work actually benefiting?